And we're live. Welcome, everybody. Matrix is on the house. I can now see every single here. Okay, so today we're gonna do some. There's only one big thing about this airbrushing. I might have to start. Oh, biggest smalls. Welcome. I didn't know I would have the biggest smalls in my life. It up. The thing that is kind of amazing is my airbrush holder over there. Custom made. Yeah. But I usually keep the airbrush hose off. This way, if there is anything in the air hose, keep air, no debris, no droplets. Air out in between one session and the other. Let's just first check it out if the airbrush is it, it is awesome. It looks like it is. Just all set to go. Hey, awesome. Okay, I will add you on Discord, but at the moment I don't have OBS set up to get Discord live. But for sure, man, we will be able to chat in. If you're wondering, I'm streaming live on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, and TikTok. You can join there. All the same handle, Angry Hobby. Just set it up. The best thing, if you're gonna paint, if you're gonna hobby, all about preparation. So get everything clean, everything at hand, so you can just grab and do your stuff. You're not doing something, then you stop to get something, and then you come back and you keep on doing it. Now, we're gonna do this nicely. So, what we're gonna do is prep everything. So, airbrush is ready, airbrush cleaning is ready. Any solution, I have my homemade airbrush cleaner, and then again, and now you guys will see what do I use for cleaning solution. Also, one, two gloves. Okay. So if you're wondering what I use for cleaning solution of the airbrush, say half water, half uh, 1/3 water, almost 2/3 alcohol, and then a little bit of rinse aid. This makes for an excellent home made airbrush cleaning. And you're wondering why. Well, most of it is gonna be water. I got 1/3 of water and 70% of alcohol, doing almost the rest. So if it is 70% alcohol, basically the last 30% it's water. And then rinse aid. Rinse aid is really good because it has some removing agents and it's safer than most things. About dish detergent, this is not this is rinse aid, but it has a little bit of cleaning within it. Basically, what it does, it thinnens the water. If you put water in a droplet, you can see it creates like this round thing. Basically, surface tension. Rinse aid, the main thing it does, it breaks away surface tension. And there you go. Now I have airbrush cleaner, just like that. So many people are like, oh, there's the pH and the sensitivity to colors and all that. Yeah. All that to buy a $15 bottle of cleaning solution, really cleaning solution. This doesn't do anything bad to the seals of your airbrush, like people say. The seals are fine. They're gonna be fine. Let's not, stress out too much. But currently, it seems to be a-okay. Let me just double check if the system is working. It looks like all the cameras are working. Seems like the audio is working, but yeah, I do have to reset something right now. TikTok guys, I'll be right back. It seems that this needs some update. And we are back live. Settings. Gas. Settings. And we are back. Okay. So right now, what we're gonna do first, I'm gonna turn on the paint booth. This is what will be. I need a little bit more reducer. This is what will be. These, maybe not the small ones. So these little jars are really useful. I use them for they are like super cheap. For $1 you get six in Dollar Tree. They are basically like just jar caps, and they have this metal cap, but they are like really useful. I think I'm gonna do is put some of this special pebble to make paint jar. Put the pebble in the jar. Put the pebble in the jar. Let's put some paint. Yep, about that seems good. Next, there you go. Something about Createx, especially the opaque. I heard this and I'm gonna try this. Basically, now I mix this, but Createx needs some time to activate. I don't know if it is true. I did it before without waiting. I just mix it, put it on the airbrush and go. But what I'm gonna try, there's an echo on TikTok. Let me double check that. Okay. What about now? Is it better? Want to test. Want to test. Sound check. 1, 2. So I'm leaving this a little bit to settle. Sound is good now. Awesome. Awesome. I'm turning on the paint booth. And getting everything ready while the paint is getting settled, getting activated, as they say. I'm getting everything ready for paint, including the mask. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for all the likes. So currently, what we're gonna paint gonna be this. This is a little bit. Oh, just a second. I need to set. And you're live. How you doing? Oh, okay. There is a X right over there if you want to like. It's all good. It's good to have you here too. basically, the doors are open if anybody wants to join in the live. It seems to be awesome. So I try to get first the inner works and then focus on the outer works. But also the first layer gotta cover these darker parts more than anything. Because basically this was made with wood that was cut, laser cut. So this darker thing that you see over here is where the laser cut the wood. And we are trying to get this nice and white. It's gonna take a few layers. For instance, this one. Let's see. This one needs still a few layers. Can you guys see it? Yep. But we will get there, and we'll get there super fast today. Get this. Thank you for all the hearts. Do you like better this camera angle or this camera angle? Let me know in the chat. We're gonna do a little bit this, then we're gonna switch it up. So we'll let this rest enough time. It should be activated, which will give a bigger bonding to the surface. If I read it correct. This side, this side. I'm gonna need to change this. So tell me if you guys have any questions on what I'm doing here. So this is why I said it would take a lot of layers. I built this painting booth. This is mostly cardboard, but also I got many pieces here and there. But yeah, the walls are basically cardboard cut and glue. Thank you for the likes. Do you guys see how the darker parts are getting progressive lighter? Still need a lot of work, but used to be like this. Now it's like this. This is just the first light layer. And let's get back to painting. So what I'm doing is getting rid of tip dry. Usually the tip of the airbrush gets a little bit dry with paint. You gotta clean it up ever so often. You know, for me, there's something relaxing about airbrushing. The fact that you're laying down things just as it goes, like left to right, down, down. You're just laying down things. I don't know. I just feel like a little bit like Bob Ross. I can date the fellow now after understanding airbrushing a little bit, a little bit. I'm not the badass, but yeah. thing about airbrushing, I'm noticing this. The more you do it, the more precise your aim is. And actually, I'm getting really, really better than when I started. Again, I am no master. It's like a baby painting within the lines. He got happy because he's painting within the lines. But still, now at least I'm hitting those lines. Yeah. And right now, you can join in, everybody. I know I'm streaming live on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. Yeah, I will add you on Discord later. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and all that good stuff. But we are in TikTok. You can join live right now. Unfortunately, in this live, I cannot get you guys like background music, and you guys have to hear the compressor and the air extractor, right? Sorry about that, guys. I'm like focusing the quality of the live stream. I will get better. Also, we gotta I gotta try to think of ways for people to come into the live in a way where I can live stream and there won't be an echo. Yeah, that's the main reason why I cannot put music at the moment. So now the paint is gone, but I only put half of it. The thing is, I believe that for now, that would be good because I wanted to dry a little bit on the darkened parts before I put the rest. And this is a big piece. It's the biggest piece that I have here. This mask is so annoying. But if I don't wear the mask, I call the sun burn, and I bring it to you. And people have got to I like this airbrush, but she's a little bit heavy. This basically is a Chinese knockoff of the Iwata. But yeah, it is really robust, but it's heavy. I'm trying to get in this thing. I cannot hold it with both hands, unfortunately. I wish I could, but I don't have that way set up for me to do it. We do the best with what we have, right? That's the hobby way. So in the first one, okay. At the moment, I'm not doing any Gundams or any Warhammer. My wife, she has this project of a dollhouse, and she asked me for furniture. So I built the furniture out of wood, and then she said, you know, this will look so much better white. So I love my wife, and I'm painting it white. This is the third uh, hairspraying, I guess, live stream that I'm doing this. Probably is gonna be the last. First, I'm airbrushing where is darker, a first layer. This one already has 2 layers. I'm gonna need a third one. You see? And so on. If you want to enter the live stream request, I will accept 100%. I want to know what you guys are thinking and what are you guys working on. We need a little bit less pressure. So I was trying two different techniques. One techniques was like left, right, and crisscross, and the other one was just shaking the needle. Literally, I prefer. I instantly go to shake the needle, but crisscross does deliver a um, better finished result, I guess. I guess with less saturated parts. It spreads the paint. I live in a more, overall smoother. And I was just getting rid of a little bit of tip dry. You guys are wondering, I just made my homebrew airbrush cleaner. If you want to know that recipe again, let me know in the chat. Come on, guys. I'm waiting for the chat. But good thing is when you start to lay down paint again, don't paint it directly on what you paint. Throw a little bit on your hand, on the here, then back. You see that? We'll organize this a little bit. Thank you so much. If you're wondering why am I holding the airbrush like this, is to rest this finger. I'm not painting details, I'm just laying down paint, a base coat, so I don't need that. I'm having aim, but I don't need that much aim. Even like this, I can aim right, as long as I focus on the tip. Going from this to this. And remember to take your time when you're doing this. Take your time to spot every single individual piece and where you need to lay down that paint. And TikTok. Again, give me a little bit of headache. I don't understand why does they look for me to make this captchas. Okay, so now it's time to get this tip, the retro here. Hard to get it. This shit out. I can't believe it. Skip it. So basically, we finish up one batch of paint We put the nozzle cap. So what I'm gonna do now, a little bit cleaner before I put this in the lower thing. Before check the time 51, I need to make another batch. And wow, I'm basically all out of white and almost out of reducer. That's two things that I'm gonna need. Crazy. So again, I prep the paint and I leave it. And right now, what I'm gonna do is clean the airbrush. So, let me know if you guys want to join the live session. Paper towels. You need a bunch. First thing I do, like this, clean the cup. Just with paper towels. I'm gonna put a little bit of my home brew cleaning solution. Backflow, throw it out. And while it's throwing out, let me try to, it's like super, super cheap paintbrush. I only use like to clean. You know what I want to do right now? It's get the paint that's on the cup, on the bottom, on the nozzle, all to leave. And I don't know if you notice, I'm leaving the air flowing while I'm doing this. There's no paint, just air. Okay, just with the heater, I already removed most. And also on the outside of the brush, I did give it a once over. Just to keep it cute, you know? Cute. There you go. Now airbrush cleaner, a little bit. Backflow. Let it flow off. Dump. Paper towel. Airbrush cleaner while flowing. And backflow. Flowing. We dump it out. Now what I'm gonna do is airbrush cleaner and flowing while doing this. I'm trying to get all that super duper clean. Also in here. Get this off. For 1 second, I'm gonna need to. This is really nice too to clean the airbrush. These Q-tips with the tip are super, super nice, especially when you're like cleaning the cap like this. Look how it does it, like make it super easy. And that's the main thing. Brushing, there is a certain cleaning part, and yeah, it's not everything like rainbows and sunshine. It's not like super duper fast sometimes, but what I'm gonna do now is all water, backflow, dump, clean, just water, nothing else. Water, backflow. You see that? Oh, by the way, I increase the pressure. Clean. By the way, I have this locked in the back, but there is a way that you can like over pull when you're cleaning. You just remove the back, pull it here. Basically, now it's like super over pull. And it's spraying water, so it's clean. It has spray. So clean. Whenever you gargle back, there is some white paint coming, so you gotta clean the cup again. Already see it. Again, it's easier to put the paper in the cup and just clean it like that. And just expect. So I'm spraying pure water, but if I gargle, there still is a little bit of paint. I like to really make sure and just do the cleaning. I could switch colors even about now. I just really, what I'm gonna do is just spray out one bit. Let me check how it's going. Oh, I forgot. It's white, so I cannot spray in the. When it's white, I rather spray on the glove to see if it's clean, then spray on paper, because this is white paper, so you won't see nothing. So this is another reason why black gloves are good. especially when you're testing white. Can you guys see that? It's coming out super clean. But again, if you want to super dump fast, remove the butt of the airbrush and pull by the needle like this. This is the top, like opening the airbrush full throttle. And when you're dumping like this, it's cleaning like super nice the inner part. Do this. Sure. So how is everybody doing? Yeah, I would say it's like super clean now. It's all set to keep on keeping on. So then we just reassemble the butt. And reassemble the tip. Already clean tip. I usually don't even use the tip, but the main reason I put the tip right now is for my improvised airbrush holder over here. Oops. Oops. Since the camera is facing in and out. Nope, doesn't want to come back. Let me reset, and there you go. Let me put the cleaning materials on the side as it should. It can give me more space to work. Well, we are in the last few minutes where the paint is activating. Cheers. Hey, hey, Tomo. Basically, my wife has a dollhouse, and she asked me, "Hey, could you do um furniture?" No, 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 no. This is furniture for a dollhouse. The thing is, I made it out of wood, and it looked good, but my wife said that it would look better in white. So I'm airbrushing in white, like laying down a coat. And after I give to her all white, all crisp, she's gonna put some details. And you wanna see something really cool? This is floor finish. It's basically for wood. And this uh, can be airbrushed. Yes, I know because I tried this. This is actually not that bad clear coat. And you can use this, especially in that clear coat that's like not the final coat, but for instance, I don't know, if you're putting stickers, you can use this. So right now I'm not doing any Gundams, but I am gonna do this afterwards. This I also use in Gundams, like in between clear coat when you need it. I'm gonna use it as a final coat because this is wood. So literally This is made for that. Thank you. Hey, hey. Welcome back, Trendy Closet. So you all know I'm live streaming on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok, all that good stuff. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the roses, thank you for the hearts, thank you for the follows, especially the follows, guys. I'm trying to make this community. Thank you, Tomo. Actually, I'm trying to do things well, but on a budget. I'm always looking for like a cheap way to do things. That's why I look to that floor finish. That bottle will last me a lifetime, decades. It's huge and it's like super cheap. Like the price of that bottle is the same as, okay, this is Createx gloss top coat. Look how tiny it is, but this is technically a better final coat, and it does need a reducer. But look, compared to the size of this bottle, it's like night and day. By the way, I am painting with Createx too, but I'm painting opaque white Createx. And I am reducing it. Right now, what I did is that I mixed in here, and I'm leaving the paint to break down and actuate with the reducer. I already shaken, it's already well stirred. They just, ooh, do you have any tips? I have this series I made long ago about Gunpla Dollar Generals, Dollar Tree. And like, if you have any tips, I love when people give me tips on how can I be make Gundam and on the cheap. They are not available with the same name, but you might find something similar. What you have to do, for instance, you have other paints, right? Other brands, and you gotta find the paint that works for you. But for instance, the floor clear you have there, it's a organic clear, reduce in water, clear coat for the floors. You will find there, but you gotta look for that clear coat for floors, reduce in water, and organic, so you're not airbrushing like really bad stuff. When you airbrush, you basically dissolve everything, and although you use a mask, like I use a mask, you gotta be careful with those things. You know, let me switch the cameras for a different view. Okay, we're gonna try this view for a little bit. Tell me which view you guys like the most. Okay, thank you, thank you. Oh, okay, now that was done. This is why I prep everything, because I'm too clumsy. Okay, this already rested for a while. So now, first, I'm gonna airbrush a little bit of water. What I'm doing is seeing if it's ionizing well. It's if it is spraying on the consistent level. Again, this is also a good idea to wear black gloves to spray white paint. I always use black gloves, and when I need to test any other paint, I would test it on a sheet of paper. Okay, it seems to be spraying a-okay, and I'm happy with it. Again, guys, I'm not the master airbrushing or anything like that. I just enjoy, and I hope to learn with you guys, to learn doing this. And if somebody learns with me, I usually say like, you learn more by seeing other people fail than trying to do anything yourself. So first, learn checking out me fail. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. You guys are wondering, oh, what? I'm in Texas, but I'm Portuguese. If you guys are wondering why am I doing many layers in white, it's because white, although this is opaque white, white itself is very translucent. Okay, so you have to do multiple layers in order to cover up the layers behind the white. And that's also why I first apply where it's darker and then eventually everything else. So those pieces that I put on the side, they are already final layer. So now I'm gonna come back to the first and the one that I sprayed first and try to finish up that one. Oh yes, I built this air booth by myself. Actually, I'm supposed to make a video about it, and I never got up to it. You know, but it's better than many of the commercial grade air booths that I've seen out there. One, because it's big enough to do everything that I want. Two, I use a really, really strong suction. So technically, it has 3 times the suction that I need, and I can control everything. Oops, sorry about that. Let me show you, try to show you with this. There is a gauge here. Can you kind of see it? Yeah. I can do like full blast, like this. It took a little bit of time, like 4 days to build, but like it's a champ. So like funny thing, oh, that's awesome. So this is mostly like cardboard, but I glue with a really strong glue, and then I put the outside paint as a sealer, and it's really good. Thanks, man. It's useful. I I don't think it's the prettiest thing ever, but it's useful, you know? Go ahead. Okay, now. Tomo, where are you from? I thought you were Japanese, but you're speaking Portuguese. Oh, awesome. If you understand English, maybe it's easier in English. Because if I answer in Portuguese, you won't understand it. I do speak four languages, but Japanese, it's not one of them. I'm sorry about that. I do know how to curse a little bit in Japanese, but I should. Not here. No, not on live. Okay, okay, guys. Good news, bad news. Good news is we did do a lot of painting. The bad news is we didn't finish, so there's gonna be a fourth live session with painting, with airbrushing, and the main reason is I'm all out of white paint. The translation in Portuguese is weirder, believe me, because in Portuguese there is things that you can say with 200 words and 200 words that basically means the same thing. It's like crazy. Okay, so right now I'm gonna clean the airbrush. First, this is the homemade airbrush cleaner. Just letting it like. By the way I'm holding the airbrush like this, it's okay to do that when you're not doing details. When you're like spraying large areas, just like I'm doing. Basically, I'm resting this finger by using the thumb. I'm just using the brush to agitate a little bit the airbrush to get all the paint out. The thing about airbrush, you don't need to undo the whole airbrush every time you clean, but you gotta clean well when you're gonna put it away. Especially when you're gonna put it away. Now I'm gargling a little bit. Basically, what I do is I put airbrush cleaner, I cover the tip and press back. It's gargling, or some people call it backflowing. Bring it home. Awesome. See you soon. Thank you for dropping by. Oh, and thank you for all the likes. Oh, and I got some gifts. Thank you guys. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put again airbrush cleaner. I'm gonna remove the butt of the airbrush just like this. Going to agitate a little bit more. Gonna unscrew the needle, pull it back a little bit, agitate. Clean the front. Put a little bit more airbrush cleaner. Backflow. Agitate. Pull it back a little bit more. Agitate. And now spraying it out. Want everything out. And now I pull all the needle out. Mostly clean, but you see that? There is still a little bit on the tip. And that's the main thing that I wanted. So what I'm gonna do is thoroughly clean the needle. And that's the one part when you're gonna put the airbrush away that you really need it clean. It was just a tiny bit, but and there you go, squeaky clean. So now I'm gonna loop this needle. The thing is, here, oh, I think I forgot one spot. And there you go. From my finger there is where the paint is gonna be. From my finger here is the mechanical thing where there should be nothing really that would be in contact with the paint. So what I'm gonna do, just a tiny dowel, hold it like this, and just lube that needle. And no, I'm not using a super expensive airbrush lube. I'm just using petroleum jelly. People be like, oh no, you're gonna get petroleum on your paint. You shouldn't touch the paint by a lot. And now I'm gonna make sure it's at the end. Lock this. Clean a little bit of overlap. Test. And like a glove. It's all good in the neighborhood. So now I still need two things. This, and actually I'm gonna pull back the needle again and pull off the paint cone. I don't do this all the time, but it's always good to do it. First, clean the outside of this, a little bit roughy. Okay, leave this for a bit now. Now this, is the hard part of the airbrush to clean. Okay, seems to be good. And now I love these pipettes. Main reason is, let me get a tiny little cup. Yeah, something like this. You just put water in, a little bit of water. Look at this. You put the pipette here. It's just so you can yep, it's like a pressure washer. And I'm looking at this, and there is a little bit of debris on the tip. I can even check it out because of the way the water is going. So, let me get one last thing. Where is it? Where is it? Where did you put it? I can't believe I cannot find toothpicks. I have usually a whole lot of them. Oh, here they are. If they were a snake, they would have bitten me. Now, if you don't gonna do this very gently. And I'm using the needle to make sure. Also, some people have like spare needles. I don't like to waste it, so. Okay, I believe it's all good now. One last rinse. And now the flow is perfect. Awesome. It's always good to have cheap brushes so you can do these things. You don't have to have all like wonderful expensive brushes. Sometimes you need a good old-fashioned stupid brush in order to clean your airbrush. I use low value okay. I use low value airbrushes. Sorry, low value brushes for many reasons. And I can't believe I lost that piece. The Carpet Monster took a part of my airbrush. Oh, found it. Haha! Here it is. Carpet Monster, you're not taking my piece today. Okay. Cleaning up everything. Just a little bit of water. Now let me take these off because I don't need them anymore. Beeswax. Beeswax just to make sure that the seal is good in the neighborhood. Okay, so now remove this tip. You put it in this tip and you push it down gently, not roughly. And it's all good. So this became a really, really deeper cleaning that I wanted to. I wanted to make like a really, really like fast and easy clean so you guys can see. But if it was like a clean for a color change, it would be really easy. But because this is to let the airbrush rest, whoa, this is not good. Okay. Okay. Now it seems to be okay. Yep, seems to be okay. See, that was the problem. Uh, there you go. Seems to be okay. Be okay. And now the last thing I like to do is put airbrush on blast, a little bit of water, check if it is airbrushed correctly. Yes. And just run a little bit, just water. Uh-huh. Finishing up the cleaning. One last is just water. And I leave a little bit of water on the airbrush. Just like that. Put on the tip. Put on the cap. And leave it resting at the angle. And I believe that is it for this paint session. So we did do a lot of different things. We did finish up the white paint. We didn't finish the white painting per se, but we did finish the white paint. We need reducer, we need white paint, and gonna finish up this one next show. So far, so good. This is the last few pieces, and like there's like 4 here, 5 here. They just need a little bit of a retouch. Let me change cameras for you guys. Yep. Well, I believe that's all for today. If you like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and see you in the next live. This is Angry Hobby logging out.